Allahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Dear students, welcome in this series of correcting the baccalaureate exam. In this video, I'll be correcting topic 1, الموضوع الأول for scientific streams للشعب العلمية. Let's get started. We start with A, comprehension. Read the text carefully and do the activities. This part has 8 points. هذا الجزء يتكون من 8 نقاط. We start with the first question. Say whether the following sentences are true or false. The first statement, undernutrition refers to a lack of nourishment. This statement is true. Statement B, there are more overweight people than underweight ones. This statement is true as well. Statement C, malnutrition causes human losses only in developed countries. This is false. And finally, D, malnutrition has temporary consequences. This is a false statement. So the order of the answers in this question are true, true, false, false. We move on to question 2. Identify the paragraphs in which the following ideas are mentioned. The first idea, A, malnutrition has deadly consequences. This idea actually is mentioned in the third paragraph. The second idea, the problem of malnutrition appears under various aspects. This idea is mentioned in the second paragraph. Question 3. Answer the following questions according to the text. Question A. Why is Dr. Branca worried? Dr. Branca is worried because millions of people are suffering from different forms of malnutrition, which is a complex problem to solve. He is also worried because the levels of undernutrition and obesity are rising and nothing has been done. Question C. How can we sensitize people about malnutrition? According to Dr. Branca, we can sensitize people about malnutrition by organizing events such as World Food Day and International Day for the Eradication of Poverty. This answer is mentioned in paragraph 4. So we have finished dealing with question 3. We move to the last question, question 4, which is find what or who the underlined words in the text refer to. You have they, these, deaths, and where. So the word they in the second paragraph refers to 52 million children under 5s or just children under 5s. It can be a sufficient answer. These deaths refer to the deaths of children under 5. And finally, where refers to low and middle income countries. Or you can write simply it refers to countries, but more precisely, where refers to low and middle income countries. We have finished part 1, comprehension. We move on to text exploration. And question 1, match the following words with their corresponding definitions. So the first definition is deficiency in quality and quantity of food. This definition refers to the word malnutrition. 2. Disease causing a person to gradually become thin and weak refers to wasting. So actually, wasting disease. And finally, the state of being conscious of something refers to awareness. We move on to grammar. Ask question which the underlined words answer. A. People become obese because of overeating. The question is, why do people become obese? Why do people become obese? Because of overeating. B. A low intake of vitamins can cause malnutrition. The question is, what can a low intake of vitamins cause? What can a low intake of vitamins cause? A low intake of vitamins can cause malnutrition. We move on to exercise 3 or question 3. Classify the following words according to the pronunciation of final ed. So we have linked, raised, occurred, and finally eradicated. So linked, raised, occurred, eradicated. We move on to the last question, which is reorder the following sentences to get a coherent paragraph. The first sentence is B. Obese people are more likely to get certain diseases than thinner people. Then D. Such diseases include diabetes, heart disease, and blood vessels. Then A. Treatment of these diseases in patients with obesity may be less likely to succeed. And finally C. Unless they go on a diet and lose weight. So this is the order of the sentences. So the coherent passage is: obese people are more likely to get certain diseases than thinner people. Such diseases include diabetes, heart disease, and blood vessels. Treatment of these diseases in patients with obesity may be less likely to succeed unless they go on a diet and lose weight. Thank you very much indeed, dear students. I wish you the best of luck. Bye.